Alright, motherfuckers, this is Inappropreality. I am DJ Mike Torch.
Back way.
Okay.
Shout out our sponsors, Haiku, Terry's Tees. If you like to sponsor us, contact myself. $25 a month. You can get your shit anywhere we at. You already know we go plug you in and yeah, support you. Support your business. We was having a bunch of interesting conversations just now. A couple. Y'all remember any of them?
Remember we talking about, I guess we kick it off with the Bobby Shmurda shit. I don't know if y'all seen Bobby Shmurda post. And he was talking about Clarence's issues with his album and beats costing upwards to $10,000 from producers and XYZ. And there was just a lot of comments I was seeing with a lot of producers like, nigga, you talk about that bag. I mean, producers taxing you off of what the fuck you talking about in your rap songs. You in your rap song talking about biggity bag this and biggity bag that and AP this. How the fuck are you talking about you can't afford the beat?
That's interesting that you say that because I definitely charge people depending on how I feel they can fucking, like, what they can afford.
Nigga coming to you with a bust down fucking chain and shit, Cartier glasses on and shit.
Oh,
bro,
how much you charge
a DJ, bro? Nigga got
beat.
Louis on and all this shit. Like, nigga, how much you charge a DJ? Shit, $1 million.
I'm charging you $100 easy. But if I know I it's fucked up. Now everybody that's gonna be like, damn, this nigga charging $50.
He gave me the white tee price. I ain't no white tee, nigga. Hold up.
Yo, no bullshit, but like I definitely judge when it comes to that because I want the bread.
Yeah.
And I have no problem taking this, well, like taking a hit for depending on the type of gig it is. I have no problem taking that.
This goes to a conversation me and John was actually having out in the city a couple nights ago, and I was talking about creatives and when they up their prices. You know what I mean? Understandably, this is our craft, and whatever you're doing your craft for, you know what I mean, is passion, but it's also, you know what I mean, some financial gain you want in the long run. So as you start getting quote unquote better at your craft, you start charging more. You know what I'm saying? Which now leads to the industry as we have it, where it's a lot of big name artists going to lower price producers, lower price videographers. We're not seeing the videographers that were charging the $30,000, $50,000 videos that we grew up to. You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing these big name directors. You're not hearing Timbaland Productions and.
You got a couple though, like Cole Bennett will be like one.
You think he's charging like $30,000 for a video?
This is no knock on the person that I'm about to say right now, but you saying that, I didn't even register to me. Do you think that's... Do not take offense to this, please. This is a question. Do you think that's why people have been fucking with Avery the way they have been fucking with him?
No, yes and no. Yes and no. So the positive aspect of that is now the industry, in a sense, especially in hip hop, the doors are open. You know what I mean? You don't have to be this solidified name to get a chance, especially outside of just the performing lyrical content. You know what I mean? So if you're not the rapper, if you're a writer, a videographer, a producer, you have a better chance now than say 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 5 years ago. The market is good for you right now. But in the same breath, it's in a sense is to the bigger conversation me and John was talking about, and it's not knocking anybody in your growth. As you grow, like I said, as you get better in your craft, your prices are gonna go up. But in the same breath, that's something that you stated. You know what I mean? A lot of people prices go up based on accolades, not based on actual embetterment in your craft. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So you're a DJ, and say you do two events or two venues for like some super big name people, your price is gonna go up. It's not based on your DJing skills; it's based on your accolades.
Yes and no.
But it's I
get the point.
Same shit as a rapper. But you're a rapper. You rap exactly how you rap. Now you get not a paid feature, but a sought out feature from a big name artist. The big name artist seeks you out, and they do a feature with you. They do the video with you. Everything. Your price goes up. It's not based on your skill. Your skill didn't change. Your accolade just got more.
DJ might be a little bit different.
Yeah, it's everything. I feel like in the music industry is kind of like, I understand it because I'm a creative myself. But in the same breath, where the accolades start being more than the skill.
But it's because of the skill.
But the accolades sometimes start being more than the skill. So now because
you don't get those type of accolades without the skill.
But now because you done did this, and this, I have to pay this. Where maybe, and regardless of if you could go to somebody else, where maybe I can go to somebody else and get comparable to for cheaper than that, i.e. why industry motherfuckers are paying these no-name producers, these no-name videographers. Because why am I going to pay the $30,000? Why am I going to take that $30,000 on my label budget? Why am I going to take that $50,000 on my label budget? I'm going to pay 5 no-name videographers.
Niggas spent that shit on a watch.
$1,000 a piece. I'm going to pay these 5 niggas $1,000 a piece. They're going to shellac my shit up beautifully. $5,000 up. I didn't even have to touch the label budget. That was on my pocket. If I wanted to touch a label budget and they're going to give me that 50, now I could pump out 10 of them shits for 5 instead of 1. Also, the lack of creativity we seen in videos. Because you're not having these big name videographers who done been here, there, and everywhere. Shit. You got a fucking videographer, nigga, and he's like, all right, what you want me to do? I can shoot, I can edit, just tell me what you want me to do. You know what I mean? You don't have
You remember,
the
like, back in the days, we
They
had
big
directors.
budget. They had big budgets.
With big budgets.
Big budgets, though.
Directors with big
It's
budgets.
directed by, now it's just shot by.
Shot by. Shot by. It's a big difference.
Damn, that's a good point. It really is like that. It really is like that, which is why that's probably why I be complaining about them fucking drill videos. They all fucking look the same. It don't matter who's doing what. Ain't got no director. Y'all got a bunch of videographers just doing the same shit.
Yeah, and then the same shit. You know what I mean? Beyond you get what you pay for. At the end of the day, I feel like no one truly appreciates or understands your craft unless they worn that hat. Understand what I'm saying? An artist can have the utmost respect for a DJ, producer, engineer, anything, but unless they have been one of, you really don't understand. So to the same shit like I'm saying with accolades, it's certain shit where a producer might charge for that an artist don't see the importance in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Same shit on the engineering side, same shit on the videographer side. So to the same point, these videographers may be able to do X, Y, Z, and then that nigga says, no, I don't need you for that. I don't need you for that. I don't need that. He don't see that as importance as the artist, and he has the control because he's paying. So now you don't even have the free range to showcase what you actually can do because he, as the artist, is feeling that's not a necessity. You as a videographer, you ain't feeling. At least when we're shooting, bro. If we do X, Y, Z, this shit'll. Nah, we don't need to do all that shit. It's fine. So.
Nah, yeah, I agree with that too. That's why you when it comes to taking words from the expert, like be coachable is what it comes down to. Like,
and if
somebody
you paid him for a reason.
Yeah, no bullshit. They know.
I'm gonna
something.
go up the torch and tell this nigga, but this the playlist I want you. The playlist, not type of music, not a couple songs I'm gonna hear. This is the entire playlist I need you to play. The fuck you gonna say? You still paying?
Yeah.
You still paying? I don't give a fuck. Give me the playlist.
No bullshit. That happens.
The whole playlist?
Not the whole playlist, but those. But I've had like people at weddings. I've done weddings and people will send me like 60 tracks. So you have to play these songs. Like
you have to play 60 songs.
They be like that, but I don't
get it.
I don't do it. I don't do it.
It's your show.
If somebody ever does that, I look at the list and be like, okay, you want this type of vibe. So I'm like, all right.
I know it could fit this.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm a DJ.
But people do that.
Nigga be like, you played fucking 59. What are you talking? I said,
I sat there with the little.
For that last song.
You forgot YMCA.
You
forgot YMCA.
You didn't play my fucking R. Kelly, my nigga. Nah,
I don't play no R. Kelly.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't play no R. Kelly. Y'all fucked up the other day. Yo, I played R. Kelly at the Unicorn, yo, on accident.
Yeah?
Oh, it was on accident. It was on accident. I
I
was running out of time. I was running out of time. I forgot what track it was too. But he was a feature on a hook, and his name didn't pop up on it, so I was just like, oh, damn, there's a song right there. Boom, I switched it. And that nigga, yeah, of course, nigga. I was like, oh, god damn it. But I got out of it right after.
Fiesta.
Nah, it wasn't that. I forgot what track. It was. But, it'd be like that sometimes. But, if you get, okay, here's another thing, too. Because I agree with you when you say accolades determines your price value. there's people who do like one or two things and they feel like they should upcharge crazy. If you're just beginning, I don't feel like you should be upcharging anybody to do any goddamn thing.
Even down to the whole thing. Look at Prodigal Children in a sense. Run's son started rapping when Diggy started rapping. What would Diggy price be?
I don't know. That's
accolade alone of just
Diggy,
being the son of
right.
your price is
yo,
automatically.
He's still a fucking rookie, like.
But your price, just being the son of.
He wasn't making that great music
when
either.
Jaden Smith, Willow started making music, you would never expect their price.
They were making good music.
But I'm saying you wouldn't even.
They were making good music.
You wouldn't expect their price to be affordable. They had no at the starting point. They had no legitimate stance besides they were a prodigy. Other than that, my parent was.
Did they even rate that? I doubt it.
Probably not. So beyond my parent was, their price range is still up here as soon as they start.
Icon,
as soon as they start.
But this Icon went crazy.
The accolade is my parent was because there's no skill set. You're an unknown person, unknown talent. You're just a child of, and your price is set.
But that's where it differs, which is why when you said it doesn't matter the skill, and I gave you some type of pushback because I think it does matter the skill. At the same time, with including those accolades, because like I said, those two comparisons is like it's like nah, because Willow and Jaden, they were actually making good fucking music.
It was cool.
So I feel like their value is gonna be up there because the skill is up there, regardless of how many accolades they fucking had, and they have their last name. They really do. They can use that to their advantage.
That's the accolade. Just the last name alone holds weight financially.
Yeah.
To where the craft doesn't matter. And that's now think of realistically how many motherfuckers in this industry are really to that. Where their accolades actually hold more weight than their abilities. There's producers charging more based on who they produce for. There's rappers charging more based on who they rapped with.
There's people charging more because they're Grammy nominated.
Views they got. Charging you up the fucking ass. Not even legitimate, real people fans, but I get this many consistent views on said platform, so my price is this.
Influencers do that shit, like random ass people that be around the block from you.
That's what I'm saying. The accolades now are so fucking random that people's prices vary just based on what?
I have no idea on what they
fucking
fucking think.
It don't even matter about their skill. It just matters on
I don't know.
Everything else.
And that shit, and mind you, and if you better own that. You
better
own that shit. You better own that shit because of that. I definitely raised my prices in the last year and a half. I definitely raised my prices. And there's been people that come up to me, they'll hit me up, reach out. I don't know you from a hole in the wall, right? You're reaching out to me. I'm giving you my price. Mm-hmm. Either you taking it or you not.
Facts.
So I have no problem me giving you my price and you don't never hit me back. Like I don't give two fucks. Like my price is my fucking price. I'm not gonna reach back and be like
anywhere else and it's gonna be a little bit more.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Like by a couple hundred. Like
for sure.
No bullshit.
But in the same breath, for everything with all of these values of everything in the creative realm, where do we get these numbers from? We base it off of what? Some research or something we did of somebody else who said this was the value at starting level.
It's like the housing market.
And he moved it up.
It's like the housing market.
Reality,
what did this house sell for? Right around the corner from you.
So that's my point. In reality,
are you just as good?
We didn't go to the market and see what people were willing to pay. We just researched what other people in our field said we were worth. And everything across the board, it'll cost more somewhere else. Plumbing, electrician, everything across the board. Everything across the board. So Springfield ain't gonna cost the same price it's gonna cost somewhere else. Bigger, you know what I mean? A little more shit going on. But in the same breath, their base rates, you know what I mean? All of those base rates are comparable to in the area. You know what I mean? It's area prices, area costs, even on the gas, milk, everything. It's base rates. You know what I mean? When you get down to personal accolades, that has nothing to do with base rates. It's personal accolades. So I'm a master electrician, and I'm gonna charge it. He's a master electrician. He's gonna charge you base rates. He's a master electrician. He's gonna charge you base rates.
Barbers.
He's gonna charge you base rates. They have set base rates. And they set base rates. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that shit. Like I said, at the end of the day. And to the same shit you saying, like, if you work in your craft, it's not to say you're not worth that. You know what I mean? You are. You know what I mean? Like, you work for whatever the fuck you're working up to your value of being, or working to your value of being, or showcase your value of being. I mean, if you're working your craft, especially as much as you work in your craft, you are getting better. So now they're not just paying for Torch because his name or this, that, and the third. If you out every night, every weekend, constantly doing different shit, that means your skill for what they're hiring you for is being sharpened than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're constantly bettering your skill. Or it could be another DJ. What? And he like, shit, nigga, I ain't DJ's at an event in fucking a year and a half.
I ain't
is
never.
Is his price worse your price?
Fuck no. I ain't never been.
You need to sharpen the sword, bro. Just a DJ.
I've never been more sharp as a DJ. And that's because literally every fucking Friday. This is my Friday. Y'all don't understand. Just okay. Drive to fucking Boston. I leave here at 2:00, 2:30. Drive to fucking Boston. Set up. Rock 5 to 7. Race the fuck back home because sometimes traffic is crazy. Race the fuck back home. I might get to the house at 9:00. I go shower real quick. Fucking, and then I'm out immediately. Straight to the Unicorn, set up, rock 10 to 2. So every fucking Friday, I'm spinning for hours on hours, and this has been going on for months now. And it's just like, I remember leaving the Unicorn probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Last week, Dame and Mac, was that after the podcast or on the podcast? I'm not sure, but how like my confidence level was. I critique myself. I think a little bit too much. But I remember leaving the Unicorn probably like 3 weeks ago. Like, tonight was fucking flawless. Like, flawless. I remember mixing some shit and then just staring at the speaker like, I fucking did that? Like, nah. It's different. It's really fucking different.
I feel like that's the really great thing about craftsmanship at the end of the day. Like, it's like your first high. And unlike your first high, it's reachievable. You know what I mean? When you really perfect your craft, you know when you did your shit. You know what I mean? Like, you really know. Like,
yeah, no bullshit.
No bullshit, though. Go try that out. Go try to give it a whirl.
It's a good feeling, yo.
It really is. And that's, you know what I mean? Realistically, why motherfucker you do go hard on yourself, because at the end of the day, you know it's achievable. And even if God didn't create perfection, motherfucker, you know it's achievable. So you striving for it every motherfucking night. If you ain't got that feeling at the end of the night, that little motherfucking rush, I ain't got the feeling.
No bullshit.
I ain't got the feeling. Because you're the crowd controller. I mean, the DJ more than anybody. Look at it in every event where a DJ is. Like we talked about before, the comedy events, sporting events. Like, you're utilized in a moment between what the fuck they really came for. Didn't come for you.
Nah, but you're in control of the mood.
But in that moment, exactly. In that moment, look at college
how
games.
How people feel is everything. Like, you have to enjoy yourself. You have to be smiling. You have to. You
gotta be able to control that crowd. Because if you have an off day, then look how many people you about to affect.
Yeah.
And
it's happened, and I'm sure it's happened. It's happened.
Oh, people.
It's happened.
It ain't no backup DJ.
Nah.
I mean, the artist is stacked. We got a performer right after him. You know what I mean? Like, fucking comedian bombs. There's a comedian right after him. A DJ missteps.
But sometimes it's a bad crowd. Because you saying that shit, I brought this up. I want to bring this back up, but I did a concert not too long ago, and it was that the crowd was bad. Sometimes it's the crowd. Mm-hmm. The crowd was bad, and the DJs were trying so hard, but I feel like they were just going, and the DJ, obviously, they dropped the fucking one. Dreams and Nightmares, obviously, that's gonna shut everything down. But before that, it was just reach after reach after reach, trying to get the fucking crowd going. So that way, the artist that was going to come on stage could fucking have a good crowd. And then when that artist came on stage, they rocked for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then that artist was like, it was just a wave. It just coasted. And it was like, it could have been way fucking better. But sometimes it is the crowd, but the DJ is the energy. The DJ is the energy. and you don't wanna fuck that up. But we've been talking about some dope shit, and I want to get into this too because a lot of albums that just dropped, a lot of new music that just dropped, and I want to know y'all opinion on how should artists go about creating in an era where nobody likes anything. Because I feel like no matter what you put out, is it?
I feel like at this point it's like you should just be making music that for you. Do whatever's gonna make you happy. Like told my guys at the stream show, like fuck everything else. Do whatever music, whatever's gonna make you happy. Like at this point, I feel like everybody's just throwing something at the wall and seeing what sticks. So
literally everybody, industry included.
Mhm.
Industry included.
I agree. And it's literally because of that fact of that in itself. But I feel like people still want to reach to consumers they will never get. They will never get those people, but they worry about them so much. They read the negative comments. It's like, no, you got fucking 90% good feedback, but you're still worried about this 10%. It's like, nah, yo, just stick to what you know. Matter of fact, don't even do that because sometimes stepping outside the box is good for artists and creatives. So just keep creating.
Mhm.
Just keep creating, no matter what. Fuck what everybody said. Fuck the times. Like,
fuck what we be saying.
no bullshit. No
No
bullshit.
bullshit. We be talking about ass sometimes.
No bullshit. And that's that shit too. Like, I have no problem with you telling me you hate this podcast or you hate our opinions. You don't like our opinions.
What the fuck niggas saying?
It's an opinion
based. What I
based.
said is my opinion.
It's right. It's an opinion. I made the post today because of that. It was like I said some shit like, "Can you have an opinion on music if you only listen to rap?" It was like, what I really was fishing for, which I got in the comments, is yes, you can have an opinion on fucking anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can have an opinion on anything. But is that opinion valued as much? Is what I'm getting at.
Agreed.
So it's like now y'all see what I'm talking about. So you're telling me this is this, but you only listen to this type of shit. I'm not taking your opinion on this type of music or this type of anything. We can talk about anything when it comes to this.
You can have an opinion, but not a valued voice. You know what I mean? It's like if you're sitting with your lady. No disrespect to all the strong women out there that sit with their men and do this. But if you sit with your lady and she don't know shit about sports, and she tries to tell you something about sports,
I like that uniform. They're gonna win.
You know what I mean? Or
what the fuck they gonna do with anything?
Why don't that guy just do that? Because he can't run that far. Why not? Because he's fat? Like, no, because it's an illegal play if he goes that far down the fucking field. He can't do that. Like, he can't do that. He can't. That doesn't make sense. It don't matter. You can have an opinion at that point. But your opinion is not valid. These are the rules. This is set. You don't know what you're talking about, so you can have your opinion. That shit don't mean shit. This is your first time watching football. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Same shit. So you can listen to everything else, but you only listen to rap. You're like, I don't like that because da-da-da-da. It's your opinion, but it ain't valued for shit. That shit is sold around the world. Shit makes billions of dollars around the world. It don't matter if you, just you, in your walk of life, and what you've seen, don't like this. You don't live this shit. You don't understand it.
Y'all like this Drake album?
Aspects.
I didn't even listen to it. I don't really be tapping into. I don't listen to these people.
So I said, fuck that industry.
I know. Kate's been on this type of time for some type of time now. No bullshit for a while. I liked it. Now this is something I brought up on the radio because I came on Friday. I got my hair done Friday. Friday morning. So obviously I had just dropped. This shit was playing while I'm getting my hair done. So this shit is just smooth as fuck to me. I don't know everybody's first listen. That first listen is definitely important.
It's key.
It's important. So for me, it was vibes. So then when I got back in the car, I pressed play again. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling this shit. And mind you, this is I had no idea social media is going crazy talking shit about this. I had no idea. Finally go online, see everybody saying how trash it is. I'm in the radio station group. I'm putting you on blast. Radio station group chat saying how trash it is. I'm like, yo, wait, hold on. Like, nah, I genuinely fucking like this shit. I like this. But but this is, it brought me back to fucking Cali. But I lived that EDM. I lived that dance trance shit. Like, I like that type of music. So it was like, okay, this is just different. Trance. This thing is trance. Nah, yo, I liked it.
Kill me. I thought that's what he said.
I liked it.
Now, exactly to your point. You know what I mean? From everybody I've been talking to about this shit, the biggest shit is expectations.
That's exactly
everything is expectations.
Everybody thought he was gonna
everything
rap
in
it.
Life is expectations.
And then he fucking pump faked everybody with fucking. He went with the 21 Savage track, and 21 Savage had a harder verse.
For sure. But the biggest shit, to even out to your statement of consumption of it, you weren't even the one that pressed play, so you didn't have expectations. You were in a vibe, and this matched your energy that you was in. You weren't the one that pressed play. Yeah. So when motherfuckers seen that he posted it, expectations were already set.
That's what I'm saying.
This shit came out of nowhere. Motherfuckers was like, oh, Drake ain't fucking around. He trying to beat Beyonce out. Nah, this nigga gone. So expectations was set as soon as the nigga posted the picture. As soon as that shit dropped, the expectations weren't met. To me, it's like, unless you're in some type of setting like that, it's, number one, not a project you can listen to through and through. Like, you can't sit there unless you in that type of vibe and listen to that shit from beginning to end. It's not one of those. You know what I mean? It's too much similar sounds and shit. It's gonna get boring. Quick.
Yeah, the first 3 or 4.
They blend in together.
Yeah.
So
and that was the problem.
Vibe,
so I was like, this is the same track.
I don't want to hear this shit no more. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna want to hear that shit no more. And then it's so many elements of him that you felt like as an artist he was just like holding back on. Like, nigga, parts where you would have rapped, you didn't rap. Parts where you would have had somebody do some layers, they weren't there.
But this was a dance.
Why not?
Because it was a dance album. It's not hip hop. It's not hip hop.
Saying that, I feel like
it says dance in the genre of shit.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about it being a dance or not. What I'm talking about is the aspects I'm talking about. I feel like it was a rushed project.
I don't think that at all.
The intro alone and the off keys on the intro. None of that. The beat sounded immaculate. The engineering on his level didn't sound great. The lack of features. What does that mean? You didn't have the time. Drake is a meticulous motherfucker. So if you're not moving like Drake now this shit is gonna sound a little choppy and less clean than normal Drake. You was trying to beat out Beyonce, nigga. So beating her was more important than giving a product to your standard. To your standard.
I seen a bunch of people saying that online.
It's a track, and I can't even think of the track, but it's a track, and I'm like, damn, this is Party Next Door.
Yo, there's a bunch
Why
of
the fuck he ain't on here? Why he
there's a
ain't on
bunch of tracks
where I feel like
the weekend, like, damn, this is
why he ain't on that? It's why he ain't on that.
There's
a
bunch.
It's why he ain't on that.
Because he fucking won. The same reason why you didn't want. You don't want the same reason why you probably didn't want.
Drake, unlike any other artist,
no, you can't. No, hold up.
Top tier music.
You can't.
Drake,
okay,
unlike any other artist, though.
Matt,
you can't compare nobody to Drake,
but Matt,
realistically,
but you just in the beginning of this show just literally said you don't want you as a creative. You're thinking I need that one. I feel
but
like but no,
I gotta prove no one's comparable to Drake.
But this is worldly music, and maybe
that's my
as
point.
a creative,
Drake can't even compete with rappers no more. He compete with worldly artists. Like Drake is in a whole nother league, my nigga.
As a creative, how could you fucking take that away from somebody? What if you were just like, I gotta do this by myself? Just like you said, you gotta do it by yourself.
Then that's fine, but take your time. Take your time. Don't rush it and make sure it's well.
Loud.
Make sure it's well done.
My bad.
Because you know what I mean, the records he had in the past with those vibes, to me,
too good.
He had better shit.
Too good.
He had better shit. So it's like, it's a lot of shit that just sound like, bro, you rushed this shit. Oh,
I don't feel like you rushed it. I didn't get that vibe off of it. But that's that same thing. It's just like that first listen was everything. I brought this up on the radio, and the girls said the same thing. The girls didn't like it. Shout out Panda and Jerry Loso. They didn't fucking like it.
It took me like 4 listens to even find what I liked. Because
Sticky. Okay, first of all,
the song like so blurred with
the songs that I like. The songs that I like off of it was off rip was definitely Sticky and Massive. Those two stuck out. Damn, I gotta go through the other fucking list. But those two stuck out to me. Off rip. And the reason why I was like, damn, Sticky's dope, because I was like, I listened to it on the way to Boston, and I was like, damn, this song sticks out to me. What's the name of this song? And I was like, it looked at it as like Sticky. I was like, oh damn, that's a crazy coincidence. I'm never gonna forget this fucking song. And then Massive, because I think the production on that is dope as fuck. The production is immaculate.
Yeah,
I can't.
The production is amazing.
I like it.
The production is top tier, and that was the thing I didn't like either. Even though the production was top tier, I didn't like the 20 plus, 30 plus second just instrumentation playing at the end of each beat. Like, it was getting to the point it was like,
I feel like he was trying to go Michael with it.
But if these niggas ain't really playing instrumentation, like if they're not really playing instruments and this is computer shit, to me it's not the same effect.
Yeah.
And we know it's 3 or 4 producers on this entire project, so it's not musicians playing this. So it doesn't hold the same effect that they did this immaculate ass beat, but it's not a solo of an artist actually. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't hold that weight for me. So I'm saying like, why are you running these fucking
there's
beats?
one song.
It's fucking
what's
long.
There's
Next
one
track.
song.
Why are you running this beat?
I know.
Next track.
Once I say this, you're gonna know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Because there's one song where I'm telling you, you just gotta let the shit play. Because it do sound like background noise. Like the album is just background noise, right? So I'm just playing it, and fire ass guitarist. I'm just like, who is on the guitar right now? What is going? Y'all all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who's playing on? If you know musicians. And
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
Like, who's on the guitar?
I
right
like the second half of the shit. Halfway through the shit, I feel like it picked up with features, obviously, different things of that nature. But them first couple of tracks, intro for shit, sure. Oh, boy.
Y'all like the Beyonce track?
At first, I didn't.
But that's that shit.
I feel like it wasn't for me
like
at first.
I like it.
The third time, I was like, yo, be on the bullshit. Because you got to listen to the words. You know what I mean? You got to listen to the words. You know what I'm saying? Go for the words.
Shit.
That's the vibe. You know what I mean? And I respect it. You know what I mean? And I same shit doesn't sound like it's a lot of motherfuckers are club this, club that. For me, it's not the sense of club or anything because to the same shit, I inserted myself on a Twitter conversation. Motherfuckers talking about black people creating club music or house music. And I was like, it's not the point of house because even down to when you go to just in the States alone,
Jersey.
It's different type of house music. Like, there's motherfuckers in Jersey and they was literally saying like, bro, I'm black and I was raised to house music. And then there's motherfuckers from Chicago like, but that's Jersey house music. Right. Mm-hmm. Because, so for everybody like, oh, that's house music, you don't just like house music. It's fucking levels to house music. It's categories to house music. That's why motherfuckers, the UK shit is the UK shit. Chicago got their sound. Baltimore got their sound. Jersey got their, it's levels to this shit. And a lot of house music is genuinely created back in the day, say specifically for Shishra, by the DJ, not by the artist. These were house DJs who made these records, not artists who so-called said they made a house record. These were DJs that created this.
That's why I like
it. That's why what's your boy? Dave Guetta. He on them tracks. When Dave Guetta's on them tracks and he featured, that's why his name featured on them fucking tracks. That understand why his name is on that track because he's making that sound.
Avicii, Tiesto,
you know what I
fucking
mean?
Deadmau5. We could fucking go on and on and on. Fucking.
So in the same breath, when motherfuckers is knocking niggas like, oh, you just don't like. No, we do like that sound when it's executed well by the motherfuckers who do that. Not while it's ill-prepared by a motherfucker who just trying to jump in and say, because my name is this, you better like it. I don't have to.
Dada House. Go look up Dada House. If y'all don't, Dada House.
If Rick was gonna go
an
album like that, he could have gotten somebody like a Tandra to be on the album who is a black.
He could have got everybody torched just listen.
Who's been.
He could have got everybody torched just fucking listen.
I've seen this name going around forever, and it's never.
I said it was ill prepared and it seemed a little rushed. You could have really. Drake being Drake. That's my point. Drake being Drake. This is Drake. This nigga do shit at the highest fucking level. He don't half step. That shit seemed mixtape-ish. That's coolish.
No, not to me.
It's a high level mixtape.
It seems festivalish to me.
No, I agree. But on execution,
I feel like
execution-wise,
I feel like
you should have tapped in with some real house motherfuckers who really do that shit.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Really
After naming all the people I just named, yes, I do agree with that. but I feel like he went for a sound and he did execute it.
He did. He did. He's executed that sound before. I don't feel like he wasn't in his bag. It was just
That's
he
what,
also
that's,
don't get too many times a
that
project
right there is
with
what
one bag.
That thing right there is what pissed me off because it seemed like people are acting like Drake's never done this type of music before.
I don't understand why motherfuckers is doing that. I agree with you. I don't understand why motherfuckers is, you don't like that type of drink. That's fine. Or you don't like that type of drink in abundance. You know what I mean? Like Drake can usually give you 3-4 of them tracks mixed in. He give you a whole project of them shit to understand that. But in the same breath as motherfucker, he done been in these bags before. We know what that nigga could do. He just ain't got a whole project like that. And execution wise, I just wish it was a little better executed so I could, you know what I mean? It could have been something to get a little more play out of that shit. Because we know lyrically, that motherfucker, what he do lyrically is always going to be solid. It's always going to be sound. So if you're going just for the words he's saying, you know it's going to be sound. But
shout out the guy Coney. I literally just seen him on the way in. I stopped at the liquor store in Chicopee, by the way. He was like, you getting drunky drunk? I was like, nah, I'm going to the studio about to do a podcast right now. We supposed to have da-da-da-da-da. But he was like, oh, word? It's like, yeah, but obviously nigga ain't show. It was like, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We can reschedule that. And
definitely going to.
Yeah, we need that one. But
shit, Coney, who dropped that new single too, man.
I ain't
shit
peep.
Up that T Swan fucking production, man.
I ain't peep.
Come on, man.
What I was about to say is like, when it comes to Coney, because I wanted to bring this up before I even saw him, and I'm mad I didn't tell him this, because I heard a track. I was gonna make a whole post about it. I heard a track, I don't know fucking where, and I was like, damn, this shit sound like fucking Coney, but they ain't doing it right. Like they're not. It's that nigga Coney swag on a track is just fucking different. Like
that's really him.
Yeah, man.
That's really him.
That nigga Coney Hawk, nigga. That nigga.
I tell artists that shit all the
nigga,
time. You can't teach swag.
Nah, yo, you can't. You fucking can't.
You gotta. I seen this. It was actually a sponsor post of somebody with their video shit. It was a girl, and she basically was like, she was supposed to do one of the little mic shits with a mic hand performance shit, and she's like, I can't do it with you in here. I need to get in my bag. No disrespect to you. And the videographer go, well, who gonna shoot the video? And she's like, oh, no disrespect. Just step out for a little bit. It's not you, it's just me. I'm just having an off day. Da 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 da. And the whole time I'm just thinking,
for this fucking.
Oh my fault. She's saying she just having an off day. Da 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 da. So I'm thinking like, no disrespect to her or anything, but if you are not confident to perform actions that are equivalent to your content, then why are you making that content? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're so to the same shit I'm saying, but you can't teach swag. It's a lot of motherfuckers who can be lyrically sound, but they have no swag in the record because it's not you, bro. You good with that pen, but this ain't you. So you can't even sell it because there's no emotional attachment to those words you saying. They just words out your fucking mouth. Anybody can speak, nigga. We not children. We all can speak. But if you ain't feeling that shit, then how the fuck you selling that shit? You're not. So we're shorty sitting there, you know, a large portion of females in hip hop's industry right now is just sex. And it's just like, you literally stating you're not even comfortable in front of this man doing that shit, but this is what you're selling. This is what you're choosing to sell, because you ain't got no label.
Going on stage.
You ain't got no label ahead of you, and that's my point. By the time you do get to the stage, now you done beat it in your head so fucking much and created this.
But I can't.
This is not even you.
Now you can't.
This is what you're portraying. Why? Where's your artistry where it limits
go on stage
you
and fucking
to having to do this? And this is why rap is the queen.
Fuck.
And this is why rap is the queen. Because she could rap better than all you bitches. She prettier than the majority of you bitches. And the motherfucker ain't gotta do none of this whole shit. Mm-hmm. Features with all your favorite artists. Mm-hmm. None of this whole shit. Sold out concerts. Mm-hmm. Merch going off the wall. None of this whole shit. Right, Rhapsody.
Oh, word. Yeah,
None
yeah,
of this
yeah,
whole
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
This is your choice.
Nah, but she be rapping. Like, she rap.
But my point is,
She rap better than
it's your
niggas.
Choice to
And
sell
that's
sex.
crazy.
It's your choice to sell sex.
Nah,
and it's your choice to sell sex to the extent you do.
Nah, yo.
When we was coming up, Kim was the most extreme one. Every one of these females put Kim to shame now. Every last one of them, nigga, Kim is the tip of the iceberg now, nigga. They all doing that shit. They all hardcore worse, nigga. Fuck you mean? Hardcore ain't shit. That's PG now. Hardcore PG, nigga. These bitches done flip hardcore too. And Kim was in the league of her own then. That's my point. That was Kim. That wasn't everybody. That was Kim. Queen Latifah was Queen Latifah. MC Light was MC Light. Fox Boogie was Fox Boogie. Even though she sold sex. She didn't sell it to the extent of
Queen Latifah ain't sell sex.
That's my point. That's literally my point.
That's what I thought you was
saying.
trying to
At
say.
that point in time, Kim was Kim. Now in this point in time, they're all Kim.
Yeah.
Past hardcore. Hardcore's PG now. They're all Kim now. Every last one of them. You got Coily Ray. Remember when she was on the stage pushing old boy off her and shit after he smacked? This is what you selling. You brought bro on the stage.
I just
twerked on him. You brought bro on the stage, twerked on him, then put your ass in his face.
Yeah.
Nah, that nigga did that.
But you gotta understand because I seen this happen live.
If a nigga bring a female on the stage,
they gonna tell you like, yo.
Trey Songz back in the day for all of the shit.
It's part of the performance.
He bring a bitch on the stage. Usually it's a person that it's supposed to be acted out. But if he bring a bitch on the stage,
unless you
and this nigga take his shirt off and he start doing some wild shit on this bitch, and she touch any part of him, are you expecting at any time Trey Songz?
It is way different. Trey Songz a whole.
We're not gonna play this double standard shit.
Because it is a double standard.
We're not gonna play this double standard shit. We're not gonna play this double standard shit.
It is.
You're selling sex. You're choosing to sell sex.
It is.
And you're choosing to bring a fan on the stage.
Saying, keep your hands to yourself when you don't. It's kind of like, alright.
For what I'm hearing, that wasn't the shit with him.
You can't touch a stripper.
The crowd in certain clubs. You know, like I know that's certain clubs, certain states.
That's why I look at
how much money you spending. We can keep it real, or we can bullshit.
I know.
We can keep it real, or we can bullshit.
I know. Go to North Carolina. We got stories on this podcast. On stories about strip clubs.
Man, y'all don't have to sell sex. Make some good music. Be creative. Same shit we talking about. I mean, I feel like
even the R&B artists.
As a male, I'm fucking tired of all of the fucking hypersexual women rappers. I'm genuinely fucking tired.
Even the R&B artists.
I love Rhapsody. I love the fucking creative.
This is what I'm saying with the R&B chicks.
Because
it's like, if you're gonna sing like.
That's why I'm killing these bitches.
We want
That's
that.
why Ari Lennox killing these bitches. Because nigga, that's why Money Long is coming up so quick, because there are motherfuckers who actually yearn for the real shit still.
Did y'all see you peep Chris Brown on $1 Million Worth of Game yet?
To be honest, I don't really watch that podcast.
I'm in the middle of
it.
I'm in the middle of it right now. I probably actually a quarter way through. They were talking about R&B, and he was saying pretty much that he doesn't see any male singers that
I said this shit 3 days ago. And we was talking about Chris Brown's power right here, right now. Chris Brown is not the sought out artist anymore, for damn sure. I mean, now to that point, no male singer is. None. Zilch.
You don't think Lucky Day is?
Zilch.
No.
What? Tell me the big album he was on. Kendrick had him on his shit?
Nope.
Drake?
Nope.
Tell me, there's no R&B male that is sought out.
He was saying how dominant hip hop is, and because hip hop is that powerful.
Same shit motherfuckers are saying to me that I had to understand. It's because the rappers done went melodic.
That's what I'm just saying. They have to compete.
They not going for the singing niggas no more. They're trying to be the melodic nigga on the record now. They not trying to have the R&B rap duo how it used to be, and that good power point of view. Being a good rapper on the record, he's a good singer on the record. Now it's like I don't need the singer because I can vibe this shit.
Nigga.
I can vibe this shit. Why do I need a singer? I can vibe this shit.
Damn, Rod Wave, I definitely fuck with you. I ain't mean it like that, but it's like
to your point. I mean, LMA new record, and I love it. Roddy Ricch.
I've heard it.
Exactly that. LMA sought out a Roddy Ricch for a record for him to do melodic rap singing on the record.
That Late at Night is my shit.
But she's not even going to saw that. But that's my point.
And that's because it got.
So why would Roddy Ricch go seek out a Chris Brown?
It would be smart too. That would be dope.
But when did you ever think that Roddy Ricch?
Oh my God, Roddy Ricch never. That would be dope.
Then Lil TJ, hopefully, he get right.
Yeah, I guess he's out of
Shit.
surgery.
Little TJ go get a Chris Brown. You
I don't
don't
even
see
see
a
that.
purpose because they already make melodic shit. It's the male R&B artist is damn near irrelevant.
At
Damn
this,
near irrelevant.
Male
at this
G.
point,
Damn near irrelevant.
the girls are rapping,
Yeah,
and the niggas are not. And you see
Okay,
that, and you see that
this
because
is
you don't
something-
see that with like the girl R&B singers. They're like the more dominant artists now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Have we talked about the Kendrick
No
album?
nigga
gotta
get no
start
money
rapping
like Summer
again.
Have
Walker.
we talked about Kendrick?
No nigga get no Summer Walker money singing.
Have we talked about Kendrick album yet? I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I don't really think so. But here's a point on Kendrick album that I thought was funny on that. What's the track when you arguing back and forth with a chick? What's the name of it?
Cry Together, I believe.
Yeah. We cry together or some shit, whatever the fuck. When he was like, "Why don't R&B bitches don't ever feature on each other's songs?"
And she's like, "What the fuck is you talking about, nigga?"
Like, as soon as he said that, I tried to think. I was like, wait.
Nah, Summer Walker and Ari Lennox got a hit.
that's what I'm saying.
Her got a couple hits with.
SZA.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Nah. No, they
don't
don't.
do a million times,
Yes.
but they got songs together.
But it's not comparable to rappers. It's not comparable to rappers.
They're in competition. They're
Rappers
fucking-
feature each other's tracks all the
But the
time.
relevant women singers is a small pool. It's probably less than 10. So why would you oversaturate with this? It's less than
It's
10
not
of us that are
oversaturated.
relevant.
It's the same thought process. It's like as a feature, it's like, oh damn, this nigga's fucking rocking right now. Let me go get a feature from this motherfucker. If as an R&B right, as an R&B artist, go damn, yo, this person's going in right now. Let me go get a feature with her. But you don't see that. You don't.
Unless they did a joint project as a consumer, I wouldn't even want to see that. Like
You're
I wouldn't want to
lying.
see.
You're lying if
I
you're
wouldn't want to
lying.
see her and
Brandy Monica.
When would you drop that though? How would you roll that out? Like if her and Summer Walker did 15 records together.
I said Brandy Monica. That's a perfect example.
But they're older.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about. I mean, but they did it.
I'm talking about the less than 10 that's relevant right now. So if her and Summer Walker did 15 records together and they're not going to roll it out on a joint project, what's the time span that you're giving for these 15 records to roll out?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a creative way and not oversaturating in a way that it would make the consumer be like, you should have just put out a joint project. If it's not a joint project that makes sense, it doesn't make sense. Why would they do multiple tracks together?
Put out a single.
Literally.
Do one.
They probably recorded 2, 3, dropped 1, sitting on 2, 3. Hold it. Most of them ladies that wrote for Breezy, like damn near all the women in the game that's relevant wrote for Chris Brown, and that's
Seven
where their
Streeter
relevancy
is
came from.
amazing.
Nigga, her, 7 Streeter, No Name, like nigga, it's the list ridiculous, and I'm leaving out probably 20 females. Like Danny Lee, like dog. Like, you write for Chris Brown and he makes a hit, you become famous. It's damn near the feature with Drake syndrome. I mean, Drake do a feature on your record, you set. You write for Chris Brown and that shit become a hit, you set.
That's not true.
Who ain't work for it?
I'm talking about the Drake feature shit.
Who didn't work for
How
it?
many for that single? Where are all the people that Drake did that favor for?
That's my point. After that single, you went from nobody to somebody overnight. Now,
And then
you
back to
weren't ready.
nobody, and then
Now,
back,
if
and
you
then
weren't
back
ready,
to
It's your
nobody.
job.
Now,
It's your job
exactly.
to feed off
You
of
weren't
that.
ready to step
And
in
then
them
you feed
shoes.
off
This
that.
nigga just alley-ooped you, motherfucker.
And then back
You
to
weren't
nobody.
ready. That's on
So
you.
it don't work. Yeah, it
That's
is.
on you. But he made you a celebrity overnight. If you couldn't keep it going, that's on you. It's the same shit with Breezy shit. Breezy, you could write for Breezy, and then Danny Lee don't hit, and Danny Lee ain't gonna be the biggest artist. Her don't hit. Her ain't gonna. You still gotta be a craftsman or a craftswoman. You know what I'm saying? Like you still have to have the craft because at that point in the industry, you already know sustainability ain't got shit to do with accolades. Accolades don't mean shit at that point. That's my point. That rise of the number, that's only on the lower levels. Once you get to that point, accolades don't mean shit. That's why you got your girl Monique complaining what she talking about.
I can't stand it.
Accolades don't mean shit. The industry is. What are you doing today?
Mm-hmm.
She stay complaining.
Are you happy for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck what you did last year. I don't care about what you did 10 years ago. Are you the top now? No? You're not? Okay, get your ass to the back of the bus.
That's how I be feeling. I don't care.
Niggas don't care about your accolades. Your price ain't your accolades in the industry. Your price is what are you doing right here, right now?
How you was 10
What are you
years
worth?
ago.
What are you worth? The industry don't don't care how hot you are.
I don't give a
What do you
fuck
weigh
how you
right
were last year.
Nor do I.
I don't give a
Unless
fuck.
you kept it going.
Yeah.
If
No
you
bullshit.
are not consistent with this shit, nor do
I brought this up before.
And I feel like a lot of people are kind of like seeing that now. Some people kind of went away, they're coming back, and it's not the same. And I can feel it. Like, I feel the energy that's like,
I feel the energy too.
we should have never stopped.
I'm just waiting for 413 joint bitch to come back. She the
I
only
know,
one who
man.
can take her break.
Shout out
Get
Kaz,
right.
yo.
You the only one who can take your break, and you got my support forever and ever and never and never. But you know what I mean? Everybody else, motherfucking damn man, this shit hard for all of us. Stay consistent.
Yo, damn. Whoa. Yeah, stay consistent. Speaking of staying consistent, we got our 4-year anniversary coming up. 4-year
400.
anniversary. Yo, so this is also the 200th episode. I did the math.
200.
And once again, like, I don't know, when the universe aligned the planets and stars and all this shit, it's perfect. It's literally that weekend. Like, from here, it's perfect. So that 200th episode, man, we're gonna go some throwback shit. We're gonna do some throwback shit like how we used to do on Horticulture Fridays at the Unicorn. We're gonna have a fucking cipher. So, yeah, we're gonna spend nothing but 413 joints all night, like we always do on Horticulture Fridays, and then we're gonna end it off with a crazy ass fucking cipher. So if you're a rapper, if you think you got some fucking bars, then you got some fucking skills. Yep, if you fucking sing, you're an R&B artist, you can go off the top. Matter of fact, you can fucking spit it written if you fucking want. It don't fucking matter. And if you've ever been in the building for one of those Horticulture Fridays, you understand what that vibe is like. Literally, that vibe is something else, especially once those beats just get going and people start grabbing the mic and just start going off the top or spitting. It's something crazy. You're gonna want to be there. The footage is gonna be ridiculous. I know some crazy shit's gonna happen. Yo, people be making up songs on the spot. It be fucking so dope. Oh my god, I fucking can't wait. I can't wait.
And if you're a producer and you have Cypher Beats,
hey,
you know what to
send them shits. Send them shits. So if you, they could be a fucking throwaway. It could be considered your throwaway because you don't know what that feels like to the artist.
Cypher Beats.
Nah, but that's it though. Like I said, you don't know what that could be like to the artist. And
this is Cypher Beat right here, nigga. This is a Caribbean beat, motherfucker. It's a club beat. You can't cipher on this? I guess, bro. We gonna cipher on it now.
Right. So definitely. August 14th. I'm gonna keep posting that. Y'all gonna see it soon. Flyer on the way. August 14th. 200. We've been doing this shit for a while. 200 episodes. Yeah. I like that beat. I don't know what they're doing with it though.
200. That's what we about to do to it. We're gonna jack the beat. We're gonna just record 200 to that shit. We need to start doing that. Walking in niggas' sessions and just jacking the session out.
Mac had this idea for the longest. I remember one time he used to always be like, when he used to be a cocky ass motherfucker before he got humble and shit.
I got humble.
He used to always want to like pull up on y'all motherfuckers, pull up on y'all artists in the middle of y'all sessions and battle y'all motherfuckers like on some right then and there on camera type shit. Like, and I thought it was a great idea. We just ain't never fucking did it. Matter of fact, he was like, we caught the nigga in public right then and there, like.
That's a nigga to rap. That calls himself a rapper.
Yeah, pull up like.
This nigga at Walmart with his kids. You got the camera with on set. First nigga rap that calls himself a rapper. You ain't a rapper today?
Nigga.
Oh, you today. You regular you today. My fault. I ain't know you was regular you today. I ain't see the glasses, Clark Kent. You was Superman today, my nigga. My fault.
That's mad funny.
When does Superman get to take a day off?
Never.
That suit always underneath. You know what I mean? Bro, never get to take a day off.
Never. Ain't no days off, man.
Fucking man.
Keep grinding. Y'all know what time it is.
Exactly.
Just remember that date, August 14th. Pull up, celebrate with us for 4 years, man. 200 episodes. That is going to be the 200th episodes. If you want to be a part of it, man, pull up. You ain't even got to be a creative. Pull up. Hey, I'm only bringing 2 vendors and 2 vendors only. If you hit me early, hey, man,
You know we've been going for dumb long because bro ain't never invited non-creatives. Niggas say you ain't even gotta be a creative. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers gonna ask me, I just want to come on and shoot the shit. Nah, nigga, we ain't just.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Yo, okay, so peep this. Now that we're saying this, I've been wanting to say this for like just post it, but I don't know who it's gonna be. I really don't know who it's gonna be. But I really do want to have somebody on this podcast. I don't got nothing going on.
Me too.
I want to have somebody on the podcast that ain't got shit going, just to shoot the shit.
No bullshit.
I don't know. We probably have
calling all motherfuckers who ain't got shit else to do with shoot the shit, man.
We probably do one or two. We probably do one or two of those.
You got some shit to shoot? Let's shoot some shit.
Yeah, we probably do one or two of those. That'd be fun because I know a lot of people would be like, that's always it. Yo, can I come on a podcast? What do you got going on?
Shit, I just want to talk, nigga. About what? We talking to the guests. If you the guest you ain't got shit to talk about, nigga, guess you ain't coming. What the fuck we talking about?
This nigga stupid.
What the fuck is we talking about, nigga?
No bullshit. So I really been thinking about doing it for the past like 3-4 weeks. No bullshit. I've been thinking about it. I just don't know who. Because it really, at the same time, just can't be anybody. Like, it's still just, you just can't be anybody. Still. But,
please know how to know your limits and still be fucking talkative or some shit. Don't come on this motherfucker getting drunk as hell, passing out. We only can do that, nigga.
No,
come on here getting motherfucking high.
You can only do that, nigga. This nigga be over here slow.
Niggas got stripes for that shit, you heard? Stripes. Got stripes, you heard?
Nigga.
Can't do that shit without no stripes.
Nah, you can't. But nah, I think that'd be fun. Matter of fact, we probably have 2 on at the same time. Man, I pick 2 people.
Good old tag team.
Yeah. Menage a trois.
Menage a trois.
But there's 5 of us.
Menage a trois. I don't know what that shit is called, goddammit.
I never did that. 4, not 5.
Maybe I got close.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know, you always got that one that motherfucker don't want to participate.
Oh, I'm lying. Oh, I'm lying. Wait, hold on. Let's do the math. Oh, it was 5. No, 6.
How many was men?
It was 6. It was 6. It
How
was 3
many
and 3.
men?
It was 3 and 3. 3 guys, 3 girls.
There was a lot of
3
dicks.
guys, 3 girls.
A lot of dicks.
3 guys, 3 girls. It was crazy.
There's a lot of lanes in there.
We talked about this on the podcast before.
There's a lot of lanes.
You're stupid. Alright, motherfuckers. Yo, until next time, yo, we out this hoe.